Hello, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
And I gotta fix the stupid. There we go. What is up, Hilltime sports fans? We are live and in living color on a Wednesday night at 5:45 to talk about some foosball. We got the boy with me today, Mr. Anthony Hill himself, in the dregs of the NFL fandom with the Tennessee Titans. How are you doing today, my brother?
To quote my favorite wrestler, CM Punk, is it good or what to be alive on a Wednesday night in Hilltime Sports or what? I'm excited to talk about the week one of the NFL season. The season is here with the game at Philadelphia versus the Dallas Cowboys. I am excited to go over week one.
Mm-mm.
It's gonna be good.
And let's talk about the elephant in the room first. Did you hear about what's going on with NFL Red Zone and their new product?
Oh Lord, we go from 7 hours of commercial-free football to 7 hours of football. I mean, come on,
Next,
come on. I mean, look at this. This is stupid. I'm sorry. It's the great. It's I can't remember what it is. It's the machine working against the people. I mean, how much more is ESPN gonna take away from the consumers? It's terrible. It's really terrible.
oh, they got their greedy little paws on the WWE, and they got
Mm.
their, and they are definitely going to be all over the NFL, especially in the next couple of years. We're going to be hearing about have some football with your commercials. That's what it's
Mm.
going to be in a few years.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's terrible. I don't like it. I mean, then again, I never had NFL Red Zone anyways. I've had it a little bit, but it's just another thing. Stupid. They're taking away from the consumer, taking away from us. We're already paying an arm and a leg just to even watch football. I mean, I just got NFL season ticket on YouTube TV, and I gotta pay $379 just to watch my favorite team play because I can't watch. Because I mean, granted, it's the Tennessee Titans. Only there's five fans. I mean, five more fans than the Los Angeles Chargers. But I mean, just to watch my team play, it's been terrible. I don't like it. Gotta cost an arm and a leg just to watch football. But it is what it is.
I
It's just it's
I hear it, my friend, my brother, and it's been a real hard time for us football fans, but we got
hot time.
hot times, dusty roads. But have you heard anything else in the news for the Titans or around the league? I heard CeeDee Lamb is cleared to play. Micah Parsons is dealing with some back issues, but he said he wants to play. We'll see how that. What do you think of these games this weekend? What do you expect?
I mean, this is the closest CD Lamb will ever get to hosting a banner in Dallas. If he's a player there, this is the closest he's ever gonna get. I mean, with the ghost of Jerry Jones being there, and with his idiotic son, his doofus daughter-in-law. I was just joking. CM Punk, another CM Punk quote. It's just the Cowboys that they run their team like a circus. I mean, from inside the football realm, inside, the practice where shooting out VIP tickets to fans to watch people, exercise and do whatever. This is the closest CD Lamb's ever going to get to raising his Super Bowl banner in Dallas again, just because Jerry Jones likes to put, uh, what's the word?
Jerry Jones
A
likes Jerry Jones likes to make the decisions, and most of his decisions are bad decisions, and he'll throw you out if you uh, if you go head to head with them. Remember what happened with Bill Parcells and all of them people and Jimmy Johnson that falling out? But they'll definitely go on Netflix and talk about how great Jerry Jones is. He's the greatest
Mhm.
thing on God's green earth.
Mm. And the sad part is, it's just never gonna change. I mean, look at and talk about the trade with Micah Parsons while we're at it. It's in recent memory when we trade a star player of the caliber of Micah Parsons. When has it worked. In the last 25 years, when has it worked? When the Raiders traded Khalil Mack for 3 first-round picks, traded him to the Chicago Bears, who did they get? They got people who weren't even on the roster after 5 years.
Who did they even
Terrible.
get?
They got some O linemen. They got Clem Farrell, who was a bust. They got a corner, I believe, who was a bust, and another tackle, offensive lineman, who was a bust. It's just a bust for them. And I can't remember who else players they traded for multiple first round picks who never amounted. All I know is in the last couple of trades where the team trades a star player, it never amounts to anything. So yeah, they got 4 first round picks in the next 2 years, but if they miss on those players, they lost the trade. So it's all dependent on who they draft. Yes, granted, Jerry Jones has
Hello
drafted
there.
very well.
How are you doing today, Lord Zed? Fly, Eagles,
But we
fly,
got
baby. Eagles tomorrow night. It's going to be good. We can't forget about that A.J. Brown trade, that wonderful
Lord.
A.J. Brown trade that you guys got. What was it?
Traylon Burks. Let's not
Traylon
talk about
Burks.
that.
That
We don't
was
talk
a
about that.
wonderful trade for them Philadelphia Eagles. Oh,
Why would? Why? That's another example. I didn't want to bring it up. That's why I told you I had amnesia. When you trade a star talent, it never works out. It's like that Family Guy episode. Oh, you can have this boat, but you could also have this box. Oh, this box could be anything. It can even be a boat. It's just you already have the star player. Keep the star player. It never works out. From my experience, it never works out. I mean, granted, now we got Cam Ward. I got me my new Cam Ward jersey today. I got my new gear on, to represent for the new, NFL season. I haven't bought a quarterback jersey in so many years. I know you guys can't see it, but I got my
they can see it.
Jake Locker jersey and my Marcus Mariota jersey. Those were the last time I bought a jersey in over 10 years because I had to stop. I was like, I'm tired of living through my quarterback, but I believe in Cameron Ward, baby. But we gotta see. It never works
Yeah.
out trading your star players.
Lord Zed, glad you're doing well. Why is everything awesome? Are you excited for the football season? What are you excited for? Also, we are doing well because this is the last night of non-football days. 5 months, almost 6 months doing this whole YouTube thing, and woo, it's been a ride. So we're excited for that live stream tomorrow to watch the Eagles put that banner up, and I bet you're excited too because we're all Eagles fans around here except for that guy in the other square. But honestly, I really like what the Titans are doing. Hopefully, they don't have a wide receiver to.
Hold on. You say we don't got a wide receiver.
Don't
So I
say
got some
Calvin
news.
Ridley.
No. Oh, hold on. I will not tolerate that disrespect. He had 2 bums at the quarterback position and still got over 1,000 yards. So when you have a competent quarterback like Cam Ward, the sky is endless, brother. Watch. I am predicting Calvin Ridley is going to go over 1,300 yards as Cam Ward as with his quarterback. I am predicting that now. But you also say we don't have a receiver. A rookie wide receiver that we drafted out of the 4th round, and Alec Aomanor. Sorry, I'm still getting that right. He is a starter for the Tennessee Titans as a receiver, and just as for the record, he did cook Travis Hunter. And last season in the college, in the college football, cooked Travis Hunter in the regular season in the college football at Stanford. So I'm putting that on the record. He will be a star in the Tennessee Titans for years to come in
Hey,
Alec A.O. manner.
I will see it when I believe it. But year 23 of your fantasy league. What year are we going on? What year are we going on? It's like year 5. Year
Yeah.
6. Year 6. This will be year 6 of our fantasy league. Congratulations to year 23. That's a commitment. Hopefully you do well. Maybe you win the fantasy league championship. It'd be pretty cool. But I got weirdos over here. So, okay, so what am I excited about? I'm excited about the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, what are the keys to that? What are the keys to that game, you think?
Running for the Eagles, for the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game, the number one thing they have to do is run the ball. Last year, Dallas Cowboys had the worst, or if not the worst, run defense in the NFL. One of the worst run defenses in the NFL. And with the loss of Michael Parsons, you have to run the ball. They just got Kenny Clark, yes, who's one of the best defensive tackles in the league, is a premier upgrade at that position, but he's new. They don't have the talent that they have, so you got to run the ball. Keep the ball out of the Dallas Cowboys' hands because, granted, they remind me of a poor man's Cincinnati Bengal offense in the NFC. So you got to run the ball, run the rock with Saquon Barkley. I actually have him. They have in Prize Picks. They have him rushing 93 and a half yards. I actually chose the over in that in Price Pick. So if the Philadelphia Eagles want to win, is running the ball and stopping the pass on defense.
I mean, yeah, when you have the Dallas Cowboys, you don't have a running back. You basically got, what is that guy from the Broncos? Also, shout out to Lord Zed, who said, I hope Ward can be the next McNair out there. Who knows, but it is interesting. Unique QBs have thrived there, at least in the case of McNair and kind of Vince Young. I got to agree with that, but also Warren Moon is another quarterback that thrived in Houston and Tenet. Well, in that
In Houston,
never mind.
Houston Oilers.
Houston Oilers. But back to the game. They got Javonte Williams, Jadon Blue.
Yep.
They got no running game to speak of. So yeah, it's gonna be all on Dak Prescott. The running game on the Eagles needs to step up. I'm actually predicting Jalen Hurts is gonna have a big game tomorrow. I say he goes for like 250, maybe 2 touchdowns. Anthony has all the fits. Yes, this is true. Fire Goddess. I would like. Are you? Do you have your live feed? TJ needs to step it up. I'm poor. I'm a poor man. He's got all the money.
So I gotta say, I won't tell them yet. But TJ has a special gift from me truly, from when for coming tomorrow. So hopefully in the live feed tomorrow, he will have it. He will look decked out because the way I am is if I'm decked out, the people around me are decked out. So boy, you have a special gift coming tomorrow. I'm excited for you to
showing.
see it.
If anyone of the Eagles running backs carry the ball 20 times and we Philly shove every 3rd and 2 or 4th and 1, etc. will very rarely lose. This is true. And I think Dallas, to be honest, is going to end up in last place behind the Giants. I like Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is a very good quarterback. I'm not a Giants fan, but I do like Jackson Dart. But moving on to Friday's game, and I got dogs around here playing around. Friday night's game, the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs, and I have an upset in mind. I think the Chargers are going to go into Brazil, it's not in Kansas City, forget about that, and beat the Chiefs. I think the Super Bowl hangover, the 5, 6, 7 years they've been around in the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl, almost 7, 8 years, I think it's finally going to catch up to them. I think the offensive line, everybody's like, oh, they're very good. I don't think they're that good. I think that getting rid of Joe Thuney was a terrible idea, and I think that they're going to take a step back, and either the Broncos or the Chargers are going to win the division.
So I actually gotta agree with you. I do have the Los Angeles Chargers taking this win. And last season, the Chargers were one of the few teams that actually stood up to the Kansas City Chiefs. They did lose, but it was very to the last minute, to where I want to believe it was one of the field goals or a last second score. So I do have the Los Angeles Chargers winning because I don't know. With the loss of Rashee Rice and the Kansas City Chiefs, I feel like that's going to be a big loss to their offense. And also, too, they just drafted a left tackle that they have right now. I do feel like is going to be early in his season. He does have a lot of positivity coming out of preseason and training camp.
That's
But I feel
preseason.
like with
That's
yep,
preseason, baby.
that is preseason, and with this Los Angeles Chargers having the number one scoring defense in the NFL last year, I do have a feeling it's going to carry over to this year. And even though this is a make or break, if you watched the video before, it is a make or break season for Justin Herbert. I feel like this is a season where he truly takes that next step forward and makes some real noise in the AFC. So
Uh,
I do have the Los Angeles Chargers winning
Even
this
with
game too.
your mid pick of Justin Herbert.
He hasn't shown me anything. He's had a great rookie season. I don't think he's that great. I mean, I think that he has a lot of potential, but eventually you got to hit that make or break that potential. You get it paid like a star quarterback. It's time to play like a star quarterback.
Hey, I gotta agree. When I looked it up and I asked a few people, they're like, yeah, he had a good rookie season, second season, but yeah, he hasn't done much. He did have the lowest amount of interceptions last year, but he's got to pick up that touchdown and show that he doesn't turn the ball over like he did in the playoffs. You might be right onto something. The Chiefs looked vulnerable last year at times, but with Reed, they are probably always a contender. And I can agree with that. They're always going to be a contender. I just don't. I think they're going to have to re-gear this season to reach that level again. I think fatigue is going to set in. I do predict that the Chargers will win tomorrow. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a low scoring game. I have the Chargers maybe beating them 17-14, 18. It's going to be like a low scoring game because the Chiefs defense will always be good. They're just really good. I worry about the offense, the offensive line, and their running game. But I really wanted to touch on a player that Lord Zed actually told me about a few months ago, and I promised him that I would talk about him. One John Walton, who played for the Philadelphia Eagles from 1976 to 1979, the first African American quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was not drafted. He went to the Los Angeles Rams in 1969, played in the Continental Football League in 1969, then the World Football League from 1974 to 1975 with the San Antonio Wings, and then with the Philadelphia Eagles under Dick Vermeil for 3 seasons before leaving the NFL at the age of 32. Then came back in 1983 and 84 at the age of 35 to play for the United States Football League. I promised that I would talk about him a little bit, and it's pretty interesting that the Eagles have had a history with African American quarterbacks, just like the Titans have. It's pretty cool. I did not know that he was the first. I always thought Randall Cunningham was the first African American quarterback for the Eagles. But good catch on that.
Yeah, the Eagles and the Tennessee Titans have a lot of parallels with the African American quarterback. Best quarterback, Warren Moon. One of the best quarterbacks, Randall Cunningham. You got Donovan McNabb. You've had
Steve
Steve McNair.
McNair, Vince
You had
Young.
Vince Young. Jalen Hurts. If you want to talk about, I got my favorite quarterbacks. I got Steve McNair in the background. You got Mariota. You got Eddie George. I got to get my Cameron Ward. My next jersey is going to be Warren Moon. That's my next one.
Warren Moon's going to be
a lot
good.
Of parallels.
A lot of parallels in that, and I'm glad that I was finally able to talk about it on a live stream with my brother. We are, 17 subscribers away from 100, and we would like to hit that number soonish. It would be very cool to hit it before, week 2, week 3. It'd be really cool. But the next games we're going to come up with, we're going to... Hey, it isn't easy to find all that info on him. You really did your digging. I hope you know it means a lot. Hey, no problem, man. I definitely wanted to do a video or something on a show. I've just been really busy with a lot of the preseason stuff, but you coming in here reminded me to do that. So anytime you have like an idea, just let us know. I'm sure my brother could do videos on stuff. I'll do videos on stuff. My brother is back in the Hilltime Sports fold, and we are going to talk about the next matchup on the list: the Raiders versus the Patriots. Boy, I'm going to have you take this one because that is your baby, Ashton Genty.
So I've been torn about this. I've been leaning, both ways. It's like, man, the Patriots, they look really good. They look really good. But at the end of the side, I'm like, man, those Las Vegas Raiders with Pete Carroll, that looks another appetizing, way to go. Just from my experience with the Tennessee Titans and Mike Vrabel seems to always start slow. He likes to start slow. Whenever I want to say the last season or two, whenever the Titans were competitive, we always lost that first game. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Las Vegas Raiders to win this game week 1. But does it discourage me with the Patriots, how they're going to perform later in the year? But as of week 1, with the momentum the Las Vegas Raiders have to beat a sleeper to make some noise in the AFC, I have the Las Vegas Raiders and Aston Genty winning week 1 against the New England Patriots.
I'm going to say this. The Las Vegas Raiders offense, and as much as I like me some Gardner Minshew, he is not a starting quarterback in the National Football League. I love his personality, but he just ain't it. Geno Smith and Geno Smith makes that offense better. Ashton Genty will win Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he will take the Raiders out of the doldrums of the running game, which was ranked 31st or 32nd. I can't remember. Alexander Madison was garbage last year. And yeah, thanks. I'm glad to have my brother back here too. So, hey, it's going to be a regular thing, but Raiders are going to win. It's going to be a smash mouth game. Get ready. Mike Vrabel likes to play a smash mouth style. Pete Carroll likes to play a smash mouth style. It's going to be an awesome time. Next game we got a revenge game. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers versus the New York Football Jets. And those Jets fans should be leaving in droves because of the way their owner, their general management, has been treating them for the last 56 years. It's been a terrible franchise. Rarely have I seen a Jets team that's good, except like 2009, 2010. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to go off. And it's not going to be close. It ain't going to be pretty. The Jets are not going to know what they're doing this year. Justin Fields will play well on the running side of the ball, but I don't know if he's going to throw the ball very well. He's shown that he hasn't really been able to read defenses. A lot of people still holding on to hope from him, but Aaron Rodgers in that offense is going to go off on the Jets. And if I'm wrong, I will donate $20 to St. Jude if I'm wrong.
So since I'm so confident in that, I'm gonna match your $20 and put another $20 into that. You know what? Even if they lose, if the Steelers win, I'm willing to even put $10 into that just to make sure we got to help. But here's the thing.
I'll put 20. I'll put 10 if you put 10. I'll match it.
Yeah, we'll put $20 in that. The Steelers are going to win this game, and I'm gonna quote Charles Barkley, but I'm gonna twist some things. Aaron Rodgers, I got 2 words for you. Aaron Rodgers must see TV. That's a Charles Barkley quote. But with the Pittsburgh Steelers, with that elite defense they have, the way they upgraded so many positions, I know it's an old team. I mean, they got to put something on the field.
They're the Shady Shoals team, man. They got Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy out there.
But I still feel like they're going to win this with that elite defense. The New York Jets have no identity. Justin Fields can't read a cover 2 defense. He's staring down his receiver, can't throw the ball over 10 yards. He's going to look lost. He's not going to have a defense to bail him out. I have the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this one definitively. I got them, winning 24-10 against the New York Jets, and I have Aaron Rodgers winning his revenge game against the New York Jets.
Woo! Okay, $10 on this game for St. Jude if they win, but if they lose, $40 for St. Jude. I want to do some good with this channel. I think that's something we could do every once in a while. Dolphins and Colts. Everybody's hating the Dolphins, but it's the Colts.
If it's in September, the Dolphins are winning. If it's warm, the Dolphins are winning. I like this one. I have the Indianapolis Colts being one of the worst teams in the NFL. This is going to be a pretty easy, definitive win for the Miami Dolphins before they have their November, December collapse like they normally do. I have this being a definitive win for the Miami Dolphins.
Really? Do you have any predictions for this game? Any star player? I think Tyreek Hill's going to be really good.
I think Tyreek Hill is going to go for over 100 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. I have Jalen Waddle hitting 1 touchdown for 85 yards, around that range. And with Tua Tagovailoa, he's going to have about 250, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and over 25 rushing touchdowns. I mean, not rushing touchdowns, 25 yards.
25 rushing touchdowns in the game. I mean, are you playing Madden?
Stop it. No, I mean 25 rushing yards.
Hey, I think the Dolphins are going to win. This is an easy game. I think the Colts are just a mess, especially after losing their owner, Jim Irsay. Unfortunately, they just don't have a quarterback. Their defensive backfield's real good, but I don't think they can make up. And now they could surprise us, and Daniel Jones could show like he's that guy and he's the savior of Indianapolis. But I just don't see it. I really don't know what else to say about that. The next game is an interesting one. I think this one could be an upset. If it's far-fetched that it's going to be an upset, but it could be an upset. The Cardinals and the Saints.
No.
You don't think so? There's no chance. No chance.
No chance in hell. Quoting Vince McMahon, ain't no chance in hell. The Arizona Cardinals are a sneaky team as the NFC West to win that division. I have the Arizona Cardinals winning that game over the lowly New Orleans Saints.
I mean, I have them winning, but I think the Saints could be sneaky. Lord Zed saying Saints.
Well, I don't know what you're drinking, but I don't want no part of that because the Arizona Cardinals are winning this game. The Saints have so much issues on the defensive side. They have so much health issues on the receiver. Chris Olave is unreliable. They got a bum, Uncle Rico at quarterback. That's how bad they are. They have Spencer Rattler, who is a bum. And they got the worst draft pick in the 2025 NFL draft, Tyler Shutt. He is by far the worst draft pick, the worst in this whole draft was Tyler Shutt. He is terrible. I will continue to live by that. He is a bum. Doesn't even belong on the field. Should be, and is 26 years old, by the way. And you wasted a 2nd-round draft pick on him? Ain't no way. Get out of here.
But they do have Chris Olave, who's on Zed's fantasy team, so I'm hoping he goes off for you. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting thing. Hold on, I gotta go handle something. Next game is the New York Football Giants versus the Washington Commanders. You can talk about this one for a bit.
Oh, this one is my upset of the week. This is my upset of the week. The New York Football Giants will beat the Washington Commanders not definitively. It will be a close game. I really do believe in Russell Wilson and what he provides for the Giants. Brian Daboll finally has a competent quarterback, above average quarterback who will deliver. They have an upgraded defensive line, one of the best defensive lines in the league. They got Brian Burns on the edge, plus they have the new addition of Abdul Carter, plus Dexter Lawrence. Plus Kayvon Thibodeau on the defensive line, a huge upgrade, one of the best defensive lines in the league, with the Washington Commanders having a weak offensive line, in my opinion, an aging offensive line. So I do have the New York Football Giants winning this game in a close shoot, not in a shootout, but in a rugged, hard fought win. It's going to be 23-20 in my prediction, with the New York Giants going 1-0 and started the season hot. This will be one of the biggest wins of the season. Unfortunately, they still won't make the playoffs, but this will be a win for the New York Football Giants. Because with the way the Commanders won last year, I don't think they'll go to an NFC title game for a while. They won so many
One
one
possession.
point games, one possession games last year. They won off a Hail Mary. They won off so many close games. I don't think this is going to be, they're going to be one of the teams that regress this season. I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders actually don't make the playoffs this year, but the Giants get pretty close in, the third seed, and not the third seed, the
Third
third place in
place.
the NFC East.
Oh, you got a bold little take going on there.
I mean, I don't see the Dallas Cowboys performing that well. I see the Dallas Cowboys actually going 6-10 or 5-11, and actually the New York Giants overtaking them. They're one of the sneaky teams that you don't want to face. Who
They got
in
a
late
really good
December.
defensive front. I don't like the
Mm-hmm.
Giants, but they got a good defensive front. Russell Wilson, despite everybody hating on him, has a very beautiful deep ball. He can still throw the deep ball. They have Malik Neighbors. They have, who's their running back? Do they have a good running back? I don't think they do, right?
They have Trey Tracy, who performed actually pretty well last year, even though they had
Daniel Jones,
Daniel Jones and Tommy DeVito.
the rest
I
of the
believe
clown car.
I still believe that the Giants will underperform. Not underperform. They will overperform, but won't be able to sniff the playoffs just due to having one of the hardest schedules in the NFL. I still believe that they should keep Brian Dable after this year. He's a great coach. They just need one or two more pieces before they really contend in the NFC East.
I don't think they're going to contend anytime soon, but I do think that with the Giants, Tracy did good, and they drafted Scatabo. Okay, second place is up for grabs. I agree with that. I think a lot of people are overrating the Washington Commanders. I don't want to say the other name. I keep trying to not say it, so I got to think about it. Kellen Moore will be good. I'm just reading off chats. I'm sorry, boy.
Right, let's go ahead and go to the next game.
I didn't even get to predict.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and predict.
I think with the bad offensive, I think Washington's offensive line sucks.
Aging.
I don't like the Deebo Samuel trade.
He's a cheeseburger away from being obese.
No. I still think Washington wins the game. It'll be a closer game than you think. I don't trust the New York Giants, but that's just me. After that, we have we got the Battle of the Cats. That's my niece screaming in the background. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Carolina Panthers. This is the battle of the mid. The battle of the mid. I have absolutely no idea who's going to win this game. My heart wants to tell me the Carolina Panthers are going to win this game, just for the fact that Tony Khan and the rest of the Khans run one of the worst organizations in the NFL. I think Bryce Young could take a step forward this year and be a really good quarterback. I think that the Panthers will have a good running game. I don't trust the Jaguars. I don't.
I don't trust the Jaguars. I think people are overrating them. Trevor Lawrence, the so-called prince, has performed up to his contract, overpaid, one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the league. And I actually have the Carolina Panthers continuing the trend of what they left off last year and starting off strong this year. And Bryce Young showing everybody why he was the overall pick and the number one overall pick a couple years ago. And I have the Carolina Panthers actually winning this game and continuing the trend of starting strong.
I actually agree with that. I think Bryce Young has been underrated this whole time. But I think that the Panthers win. I don't even think it's going to be close.
That's not.
I think Bryce Young finally things start to click. You started to see it once Bryce Young was benched, he came back and was the number one quarterback in big time throws last season and had a 16-4 touchdown to interception ratio. He's going to be really good. I think people are not as patient with quarterbacks as they used to be. We all remember a lot of quarterbacks didn't start first year, second year. Maybe in their third year they would start, but they mostly sat behind a veteran quarterback. I think, yeah, great point. They stunk with Peterson. Peterson is a great coach. They stunk with him. And they're going to be even worse this year. They are going to contend for the number one pick again and miss on it again, like they always do. But the next game, we got the Cleveland Clown Cars versus the Cincinnati Bengals, who, despite having no defense, will win this game handedly because the Cleveland actually there's a chance there's a chance for an upset. There's a chance, maybe.
My heart's saying the Bengals, but my mind and the history of the Bengals in the last couple of years, they always start very slow.
I think Cleveland wins this game.
I think I'm gonna say the Bengals are gonna win this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is the game the Browns win, and it's one of the few games they actually win this year. I can totally see them going 1-0, then losing most of their games the rest of the season.
They can start 1-0, and then after that, everybody's gonna overhype them like, oh, they're playoff contenders, and then they're just gonna fall back to earth. And probably go to, like my daddy always told me, back to the swamp. Back to the swamp.
Terrible. I have the Cincinnati Bengals winning this one.
With caution. I don't think the Bengals are going to be that good this year.
They'll probably go 9-8, 10-7.
Yeah, they're basically going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I don't think they're going to be that great. I think Burrow plays great. He might win MVP. I picked Goff to win MVP, and that's just me. But I think the Browns could win this game, but it's not going to happen. And now we got the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think this is going to be a lot closer than people think. I have the Buccaneers winning. The Browns are such garbage, going nowhere fast. But I do love Sanders, but he has no shot there. No one has a shot in Cleveland. Baker didn't even have a shot there. And they're the only team to fix their franchise quarterback problem and then ship away their franchise quarterback and make their franchise quarterback problem even worse than it has been. Now, with the Buccaneers, who got a franchise quarterback out of it, I think the Buccaneers win this game. I think Baker Mayfield throws for 3 touchdowns, 275 yards. Bucky Irvin goes for 85 to 90 yards. Penix will throw a costly interception. It'll be close, but Penix will throw a costly interception. I think that's what's going to happen.
Totally agree. Usually the Tampa Bay Buccaneers usually start off very strong in years past. But the one caveat that I do have last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers actually lost the Atlanta Falcons twice last year. So I do feel like this is going to be a close game. I do think this is a season where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get their lick back against the Atlanta Falcons. So I actually do agree with you. I do have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this game.
Hey, not too bad. Not too bad. Sorry. Where is this? Let's look here. Denver Broncos, Tennessee Titans. Boy, I'm sorry. It's going to be rough sledding for you this week. Denver's going to win. Hard for me to trust any team except the Eagles. Hey, I'm not on the same boat. I love my Philadelphia Eagles. I can't root against my Philadelphia Eagles, but I will call out if I think the Eagles are going to lose a game. But it's hard for me to see that right now. Bucks win. Denver's going to win this game. Cam Ward is going to struggle. And because what else do the Tennessee Titans even have on their team? A bunch of nobodies.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Pollard, I don't know how good he is anymore. He was good on Dallas. They should have kept him, but they didn't. But Tennessee Titans are going to lose.
As much as I have a lot of hope in my Tennessee Titans to be one of the sneaky playoff teams this year to win the AFC South, maybe I'm biased, maybe I'm not. The Titans will shoot themselves in the foot. They'll start this game off strong. They'll be close. Then after the in the second half, that's when things start to fall apart. Cam Ward will struggle in this game. I don't project him to win this game, but it's going to look promising. I do have the Denver Broncos, with that stellar defense and PS2, Patrick Surtain the second. And I
Bobby
do have the
Barron,
Denver
Nick
Broncos.
Bonito.
Yeah.
I think
I think this defense is going to be too overwhelming for Cam Ward in a season opener and an NFL opener. And I do have Denver Broncos winning this game as well, as much as that hurts me to say.
hey, you got to be honest as a sports fan, and I'll be honest. When the Eagles have a tough matchup, I'm not one of those Cowboy fans who thinks we're going to win the Super Bowl every year. Although it's very probable that the Eagles do win the Super Bowl this year. All right, San Francisco versus Seattle. This one's another hard game. Both of these teams. Well, the Niners struggled last year with injuries. They got McCaffrey back. I need McCaffrey to do well. In one of my fantasy leagues, I have McCaffrey. Seattle is a very sneaky team. They had an improved defense. The defense last year, an improved run game, an improved. I don't know about improved quarterback position. We don't know what Sam Darnold is. Yeah, we will definitely see Cam Ward show some flashes this year. Sorry, I'm just reading chat too. Sleeper Jennings. But 49ers, I think they take this game.
That's why I lean the other way. I do feel like the Seattle Seahawks are going to win this game. I feel like Sam Darnold's going to continue that trend he had last year. Not play as good as he did last year, but I do feel like with Brandon Ayuk being injured right now because he's still recovering, and with the uncertainty that the Niners have had this past season with losing key players, I do have the Seattle Seahawks winning this one in a close game. I have the Seattle Seahawks winning.
Hey, all you, my friend. I think the Niners are going to take a step up. I think Juwan Jennings, new Deebo Samuel in San Francisco until Ayuk returns or even beyond. Could be. I think Ayuk is going to have a long way back to return to what he was, even if he does return to his form. We know that, after an injury like that, it's kind of touch and go. But hoping Ayuk does well because I have him on my fantasy team as a player that's gonna come back later on. What is he injured or was it suspension? He's injured, right?
He's just coming off a torn ACL.
Okay, yeah. Next game. I keep moving that up. My bad. This is our first stream together. Bear with me. Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. I think we're gonna watch this game together, right? Or no, Titans are playing at the same time.
Yeah. So with this game, I'll go. I do have the Green Bay Packers winning this game. I do feel like the Detroit Lions are going to suffer a little bit with the absence of Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. I still have the Detroit Lions winning the division, but with the momentum the Green Bay Packers have right now, I have the Green Bay Packers overwhelming the Detroit Lions.
Juwan Jennings and Ayuk. Ooh. So you have both of them. Hopefully they do well for you when Ayuk comes back. This one, I have the Detroit Lions winning. And there's a reason why. Micah Parsons hasn't played all offseason. Hasn't practiced all preseason. He's dealing with the back issue. I don't even think he finishes the game. I think, and I think the defensive backfield of the Detroit Lions is too good, and Jordan Love's going to throw some picks. I think people are overhyping the Green Bay Packers right now because they got Micah Parsons. Without Micah Parsons, and if the Cowboys had Dak Prescott, they would that team, the Dallas Cowboys, would have contended for a playoff spot, just like Green Bay did. They're basically flipped. Although the Dallas Cowboys don't have a running game, I don't trust Jordan Love yet. So that's mine. I have Lions too. I trust Campbell, and Hank Fraley is on the staff too. Green Bay hasn't solidified a number one receiver. No, they haven't. They have a rookie in Matthew Golden. They were one of the worst teams in drops last season. And I think those receivers like Dobbs and all that, they can't stay healthy. So I really don't see them winning this game. I think it's overhyped, this game. Anything else to add, or are you good?
I'm good.
All right, let's move on. Texans versus Rams. Depends on how Stafford is playing, if he's ready to go. If Stafford's ready to go and his back isn't bothering him, I think the Rams win. And Reed has a broken foot. Ooh, Reed has a broken bone in his foot. Okay, so yeah, a lot of problems for the Packers. But moving on to the Texans Rams, depending on Stafford, Rams win this game. I don't trust the offensive line of the Texans. I think Stroud is going to be a sitting duck back there, unfortunately. You never want to see your quarterback suffer like that. You got Puka 4th overall. Hey, he's good. I think Puka has a big game. I think this team is a contender for the Super Bowl. I think the Rams are contenders with Matthew Stafford healthy.
I have the Los Angeles Rams winning this game. I do believe that the defensive line for the Los Angeles Rams will overwhelm CJ Stroud. It all, like you said, it all depends on the health of Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford continues to be healthy throughout the season, I do believe the Rams are a Super Bowl contender and one of the few teams that can knock out the Philadelphia Eagles. I do have the Los Angeles Rams winning and beating the Houston Texans. I'm hoping. I need them to.
McVay is, McVay. And then you got McVay, dude. Great coach. Yeah. Not saying D'Amico Ryans isn't a great coach. I just don't trust that offense. I don't trust their running game. Although I drafted Nick Chubb in one of the leagues I'm in, just for giggles. But overall, Rams win that game. And moving on to the next game, that's my stepdad in the background. We got what could be the game of the week. Sunday Night Football. Now, I don't know if you're going to be watching that game with me, my brother, but it's going to be a very good game. It could go any way. We know Josh Allen's going to play lights out. The offense of the Baltimore Ravens is an old school style, run it out, grind it out football team. I have I don't have any prediction on this game right now because I just want to enjoy it.
I'll simplify this for you. This is the year that Lamar Jackson takes that next step. That defense, with the addition of Jair Alexander in the secondary, with Derrick Henry, with Lamar Jackson, with Zay Flowers, all of them, I do feel like the Baltimore Ravens are going to beat the Buffalo Bills and win this game and continue that trend all throughout the season. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they go 16-1. I really think the Baltimore Ravens are only going to lose one game this year. I do feel like they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. They are my team to come out of the AFC to win. So I got the Baltimore Ravens winning this game.
Just for that hot take, because that's what you are, a little hot take artist. I'm going with the Bills.
Okay.
I'm going
Sounds
Bills.
Good to me.
Just because you went all high and mighty on me It's like Baltimore's going to take it with 16 wins. Let's go Buffalo. You drafted Chubb and Mixon in the last 2 rounds. Henry won't do what he did last year again, my opinion, and that he won't be good. Not that he won't be
That's
good.
what that's what they say the last 4 years. He's hitting 30, but they keep saying he can't keep it up. He's gonna keep it up. He's gonna hit 1,500 yards this year. And it's either you stop Lamar Jackson on the run or you stop Derrick Henry. Pick your poison with Zay Flowers. Yeah, he's gonna continue this trend.
But Zay
He's gonna be
Flowers
one of
only
the.
had barely over 1,000 yards last season.
Well, yeah, whenever you have a running back rushing 1,800 yards and Lamar Jackson almost having 1,000 yards rushing, you're gonna not pass the ball. I do feel, yeah, you can't stop the run. Derrick Henry's gonna cook. This is gonna be a good team for this for the Baltimore Ravens. They're winning the Super
I
Bowl
think
this year.
Josh Allen takes another step up and shows who he is. Hey,
Mm.
we're from the Valley, my friend. We're from the Valley. I've got to rep my Valley guys. You're right.
Yes.
That's true. He does keep going. Hey, he keeps going. Derrick Henry, I think I got him on my fantasy team. I would love for him to cook, but Bill's got to win if I'm not going to look like a dummy. Finally, Monday night, Minnesota Vikings. We don't even have to look at the schedule. Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. The Bears on the final game of the week, and I have an upset coming. I have an upset coming on the horizon. The Chicago Bears are going to beat J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings.
I agree with you. I do. Wait, you have the Bears beating the Minnesota Vikings?
I have the Bears beating the Vikings.
Oh, I have that too. I'm on the same page. I do believe the Chicago Bears are one of the other teams that are going to win this, go to the playoffs. JJ McCarthy coming back from a year-long injury, being a rookie essentially. I do have the Chicago Bears beating the Minnesota Vikings, who the Minnesota Vikings will have a step back from last year. I do have them going 9-8, taking a huge step back. I do believe they'll be a good team, but won't be a great team. I have the Chicago Bears winning this game against the Minnesota Vikings.
Hey, I have them winning. I have Caleb Williams struggling, but finding a way to win this game. It's gonna be a drag them out game, but if Hopkins can contribute, that would be good. But I'm not banking on it. But don't doubt him. Hey, Hopkins can still go a little bit. I don't think he's the player that he used to be. But we might see him get like 1 or 2 catches in that Buffalo and Baltimore game. But this has been fun. I will probably see you tomorrow for our first game live stream. Or will we not?
I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah.
But most likely.
Yeah, then. Yeah, so we'll be on Thursday night to see the Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm with my brother. Go.
This is Hilltime Sports,
This
baby.
is Hilltime Sports. We'll see you tomorrow. I drafted Puka over Jefferson because I don't trust Minnesota's QB situation. Hey, you do you. I hope it works out for you, but we gotta go. It is time. I don't even know how to sign off. Later, my brother. Hilltime Sports. See you tomorrow. Hey.